Donna Marie, and welcome to my channel, Healing Readings by Donna Marie. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for all initials. So it's going to start with A and go all the way through the alphabet. It will be time stamped after. This will be for the energy, starting with the fire horse, after the eclipse, after February 17th, starting February 17th, going forward. What is going to be coming in for you? How should you be looking at the year ahead? For each initial, this will be for each individual person. Find all your initials, see if they all have the same type of message or how they come about. So here we go. And don't forget, make comment, let me know where you're from. If this resonates with you at all, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So here we go. This is for all initials. We are going to start off for a reading for all initials to begin with. And we are for the year of the fire horse and after the eclipse after February the 17th. So for the collective, we have the cow spirit, which is the miracles are endless. So for this year, the miracles are endless. Are you going to be picking up energies that you want to bring in to the year? Are you going to treat people the way you want to be treated? So this is what is opening you up to miracles, is being open and treat others as you would be wanting to be treated. You know the old saying, treat others as you would be, how you want to be treated, and that will give you the energy for the year. The energy is dynamic right now, and embrace the in-between. So this is the year that you are to live your life. Start doing the things you want. Don't hold back anymore. And the lucky numbers this year are 15 and 26. So if your birthday is on the 15th or the 26th, this year for you is going to be quite dynamic in going forward. Things that will be going your way, things that will be going in the direction where you want to take your life. And this is telling you to take those bold steps and let's get moving. But remember, it is also saying, the miracles are endless, but also have integrity throughout your year. So that is for the collective. So let's start off with the initial A. So we're just going to try and get those guys over there. So for the initial A, let's see what your energy is for the year ahead, starting on February the 17th and the starting of the year of the dragon, or sorry, the year of the fire horse. Sorry, I was looking at the dragon. So with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is telling you that this is the year that you are going to get into that business that you want. It's going to be the year where things start going your way. If you want to be your own entrepreneur, it's business success, especially if you work with women or on women's causes. If this is standing up for the women in your life, this is, and it's also close friends. So for initial A, this is about you standing up for women's rights. This is about you getting into business for or with other women. So for the initial A, let's see we have a few cards coming out for you. When they want to fall, when they want to come out, then we read them. So the first one is pregnancy. So if this year you are looking at wanting to get pregnant, or if you don't, make sure you take precautions. Pregnancy, building a family, children, birthing something. So this is also bringing your ideas into fruition, making them happen, taking those steps. And then you have the heart, and this is clinging, desperation, infatuation, obsessing, completely hooked, holding on too tightly. So if you are like really looking deeply, like this is what you want, but you're hanging on to it too tight, it's saying this is the year to let it go, because that's when things start to grow. If you let go and you don't hang on so tightly, and this is if you want something so bad and you will do anything to get it, this is not the year to be stepping on people's toes, because you will get burned bridge. No coming back. Trust is gone. It's too late. So if you've not had integrity, this is the year where it is going to be your bridges are burnt. And that is also people who have treated you that way. Their bridges are burnt and they will not be coming back into your life. So remember, acting with integrity, because you can build what you want, but make sure that it isn't an obsession of yours. That this is, if you're obsessing about something and you're trying to make it work, if you don't watch your how you treat others, make sure you're living in integrity, and that you make sure that you treat others with integrity, because that will, otherwise you are going to have bridges that are burned. So take this as a caution that this can happen, but it is showing that you have growth, you have that. And then you have the bull, which is stubborn, um, uncompromising, stability and durability, um, riches and wealth. So remember, if it's obsession and you're trying to get the riches and wealth, and you're going to walk over people, you will burn bridges. But if you walk in integrity, you will get the birth. You will get that, bringing something to life. That could be your business. That could be your dreams and wishes and desires. But make sure that it isn't in the darkest side of wanting to make things grow. So make sure that you do keep things happy, light, joyful, and thank those that have helped you along the way, or also have those that that you're helping out, that don't be taken advantage of, but that's going forward. So initial A, that is for you for 2026, the year of the fire horse, and also the year of this is the new year that we are walking into for the with the new eclipse. So the eclipse is starting, the solar eclipse that's starting in the year. So now we're going to go with the initial B. So for the initial B, what do we have for you? So for the initial B for 2026, February 17th, going forward after the eclipse, after the lunar new year, with the fire horse, what is the energies that is coming for you? And first off, you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is new opportunities coming your way. You have things opening up, new ideas. You have business contacts and contracts, success. You've gotten to like a plateau, I guess, or a level where you now you're looking at new ideas for business, and you're also connecting with people from your past that can be beneficial for your business. So you might have known them through business, and you can almost manifest anything you want. You can make it happen. And the involvement with creative and successful partnerships that you can make this year. And you're meeting people of kind of like you brainstorm together, you create things. So that is for the initial B. And let's see, we're going to bring in some other cards for you. And then we have the T. This is gossip. This is rumors. This is inside information. So, if it's gossip, if it's rumors, does it benefit anybody for you to repeat it? And if that is not the case, don't repeat things that don't need to be repeated if it's just gossip. But if you have the inside information on, hey, this business is going to be, taking off, or guess what? The place that I want to go live at, they're going to be putting their house up for sale. You might be able to get in before somebody else puts an offer on. And then you have the apple, temptation, quest for knowledge, risk and reward, forbidden desires. So where are you going to be taking that? And this other card also wanted to come out. So this is finding true love, falling in love, love is in the air, and meeting someone new. So this might be the inside information that there's going to be a get together at somebody's place, or that there's something coming up for something new coming into your life. So just take it slow. Don't jump into it too quickly. because this year is very much about pushing forward. This year is more there. It's a fire horse. So fire is when fire takes off sometimes, and you watch it like the forest fires, or if something catches fire, it can go very fast, very passionate. So this year for the initial B, you have some passions that are coming up. So make sure that, if you are falling in love, make sure you know the background on this person. But you have growth. Look at this growth in this card. You have, your ships are coming in. So this is the year, just make sure you take cautions on everything that you do. As the old saying of, uh, measure twice, cut once, to make sure that you have the proper, um, the proper in cut, so you haven't cut yourself short. So just make sure that you follow through it, and you don't just jump at things. Take your time, get to know somebody. Okay, for now, the initial C. For the initial C, this is for you. For the initial C. Oh, you've got 2 cards. Oh, very lovely. So you have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. So this year is that you are leaving difficult times this year. For the initial C, you are moving forward. You've are all the hard, difficult times are over now. Now you are navigating to calmer shores. You're finding new people in your life, new places to go, and you are leaving behind things that no longer work for you, and you're going on to a spiritual path. You are going on a spiritual journey for the starting February 17th, going forward for 2026. You have great passions coming your way, and these are this will be angelic driven. This will be the higher powers. This is the higher you. This is universe. This is God. This is spiritual calling. And then you have the emptiness, prolonged grief, suffering, a loss, deeply connected, and this is deeply affected. Sorry. This is what you are leaving behind. You've already gone through that hard time. Now you're going into calmer waters. You're going on a spiritual path that is going to take you somewhere where happiness resides, somewhere where you can release and let the emptiness and the loneliness and that prolong, let it go, because now is the time that you are going to now start finding people that are like mine, that are going to be your people, that you're going to feel connected with. Then you have the acorn, and this is prosperity and abundance. It's good luck energy. It's great things to come. It's perseverance and power. The acorn is like that mighty oak. It finally grows into that mighty oak. So this year for the initial C, starting February 17th, is with the eclipse, you are releasing what no longer works. And you are now going to somewhere where you are going to have growth, where you're going to be moving forward in life, where happiness is going to be following you. So all the hard times are over, and it's showing this, all this emptiness and the prolonged grief and the suffering that you've gone through, the loss is over. Now you can move forward. You've decided, I'm no longer hanging on to something that no longer works for me. You're letting it go. Things are going to be moving forward for you for initial C. Now here we go with the initial D. I know how funny my little letters are. That makes it so uniquely me. So for the initial D, you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, that can be difficult communications. That could be having communications to. It could be negotiations. You might be negotiating contracts. You might be negotiating if you are buying something this year. It's fast and sudden movements. It's because usually it's the rider on the horse, and it might be somebody from your past re-entering your life. And this is communication. It's talkative, it's witty, it's curious, it's friendly, it's full of this energy, and you're just lots of chitter chatter and having a lot of fun. And this is also connecting with your spirit guides. Your spirit guides this year might be talking so much faster to you, might be clear communications. So let's see what else is for the initial D. Then you have the Sun, happiness, success, clarity, divine, masculine. This is the initial D. You've got the Sun. I'll try and bring it in so it's clear for you. And it's happiness, it's joy. This knight, this rider. Oh, come on. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Focus. Sorry, there we go. And now let's see the card of warning, or what is coming for you. So it is conflict, arguments, opposition, power struggles. So you might be releasing yourself of anybody who brings in conflict and argumentative, and you just don't have time this year for it any longer. You are letting it go because this is where you're headed. This is where you're going. You're finding you're being guided by your guides, spirit, angels. They're guiding you and taking you to a happier place. So those that have been difficult, they've been argumentative, they've been always opposing you, or just getting under your skin, you're letting those people go. They are no longer part of your life, or they won't be by the end of the year. So the eclipse is bringing in releasing of the conflict. The eclipse is bringing in you navigating through, what do I want in my life and what do I want to let go of. So that is for you for the initial D. Thank you very much. So that was initial D. And now for the initial E. And D, that was for me as well. So looks like if anything is argumentative or anybody's difficult, I'm going to have to let them go. So for the initial E, let's see what is for you. Okay, you just got a couple cards that came out. You have the Page of Wands and you have the 10 of Wands. So for the initial E, you have the Page of Wands, and that is good news is coming in. It could be about a friend. It could also be about something with business. If you were waiting to hear about a job, this is the time that you're going to be hearing about it. But it also looks like you've been looking for a job, it hasn't been coming your way, and you're wondering, when the heck am I going to hear about it? This is the time, because this is when you just one more step. Keep the efforts going. I know it feels like you're at the end of your rope, but it's soon to pay off for you, because you are going to be getting that good news. So keep going, persevere. It's also that you're healing from, you could be healing from disease. You might have had some illness last year. The fire horse is going to burn that off. It is going to push you forward. It's going to, this is also allowing your body to heal. So take that fire energy and let it burn up whatever disease you have going on. Take it and remove it and let it go. And that could be having to fight for what you want, and what's really means really something for you, then fight for it. But if it's something that, if you're just fighting for the argument of fighting, and some of it you will have to let go of in 2026 after February 17th. And then, so let's do your warning card. This is your warning card. This is, stuff that, not every year goes as butterflies and lollipops. So this is your warning. So this is fantasy, fairy tale, illusions, not real, fake, deceptions. So watch out for things that are too good to be true. Look for things this is just giving you a warning. Look for those things. If somebody says, hey, let's invest in this and it's going to be great. And you're going to have, rebounds. You're going to be fabulous for you. You're going to, reap your investment tenfold. If it's too good to be true, just double check the small print. Just make sure you look things over before. Persevere, do your due diligence. That's what this year is telling you, but you will be heading forward because you got the good news. And then you have the swords, and that is cutting this out. Exactly. This is fantastic for when you're getting deception. You're going to be cutting that. People that are deceptive, they're going to be cut out of your life. So this is the swords. This is double-edged sword. Cutting out injustice, conflict, and aggression. You're going to have a breakthrough this year. For the initial E, you're going to have a breakthrough, and you're going to find balance at the end of the year. Absolutely. And this is also fighting for what truly matters to you. And things will go your way. You'll be surprised that you actually have the strength to, you're going to keep pushing forward because you're not going to settle for just letting deception cover your eyes. So that is for you for the initial E. Thank you very much. Now for the initial F. And don't forget, everybody, at the end, I will be doing a collective, and I will be doing the Oracle of 8 at the end for the collective. Now, for the initial F, what do we have for you? For the initial F, this is your overall. You have victory. So for anybody with the initial F, for your first name, middle name, last name, your business name, your animal's name, it is a year of victory. You have the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is you have worked hard. You have, and what you've worked so hard for is now showing. You are now going to reap what you have sown. So this is the things that you have planted are now coming to fruition. This is whatever you've planted the seeds and worked hard for. It is now going to meet with success after February 17th. The new eclipse and the fire horse is bringing it in, and it's pushing you along. There's promotion, and there's if you have your own business, your business is going to have growth like you've never seen before. It's excellent health and vitality. It's your relationships improve. People are much more giving. They're much more genuinely connected to you. You're no longer being deceived. You're getting clarity from people. And there's going to be good news for yourself. There's going to be good news with people around you. So let's see what you should be cautious of and be wary of throughout the year. Let's see what you should be cautious of and worry about. Oh, you've got to. So rejection, not interested, blocked path, unrequited love. So if there is something that is blocking you, that is spirit stopping you from going down the wrong path. That is spirit making sure that you're not wasting your time. And then it leads to real love, devoted, blooming romance, and heart belonging to one. And that is bringing that to you. So if you were looking at getting involved with somebody and it just wasn't working out, they would never have time for you, they'd ghost you, they'd gaslight you. Just now is the time. You are going to have victory now. You are going to let that go. You are blocked there because spirit is trying to tell you you are somewhere else to go. So for the initial F, that is for you. You have some really great things coming for the year. So, and this was a warning card. Oh, we still have one more card for you. Sorry about that. So we have one more card for you, and that is the piggy bank. This is saving money, being frugal, what is that? Sorry. Saving something for later. This is you being, this is resurrection. This is you putting things aside and making sure that you are saving up for that rainy day, because it is going to grow, and you will find it will bring in things that you love. You are going to be able to do things that you wanted to do for a very long time. You've got victory this year. So for the initial F, that is for you. Thank you for watching. There will be a group or community read at the end. So thank you for watching. And now for the initial G. For the initial G, this is for you for after February 17th, the year of the Fire Horse and the eclipse. What is the big change coming in for you? What are the things that are going to change your life for this year? Oh, you have had yourself a very tough year that you've had. The Three of Swords. This is your hard work. You just don't have it in you anymore. You don't want to fight. You don't want to argue. You've had heartbreak. This is the past now. This is what has gone. You've already gone through it. This is, problems at the workplace due to, like, really, how can I put this? Really crappy people. For the letter G or initial G, like everybody's feeling defensive. Everybody was feeling, there was emotional upset and it was affecting your health. And, you almost had heartache and your health really was affected by this negativity that was around you. And, a separation and, you had anxiety and it was always feeling like you were walking on eggshells, that you never felt real strong, and misunderstandings. And it was almost like you would go with a problem and then maybe your supervisor would come in and all of a sudden you got blamed for it. Or, like I had one where I had a supervisor give me grief because I was nice to a brand new employee. And so, then it leads to the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, that is new beginnings. This is new business ventures. This is new. This is you bringing in. You are releasing the old. You are walking away. You are not putting up with that anymore. So this is now prosperous beginnings. This is promotions. This is financial improvements. This is better health. This is gifts being offered to you. Even the higher ups above whoever was giving you grief, they may just all of a sudden be taken out of your life. It could be a past friend. It could be, but whatever was giving you grief, it's come to an end now after February 17th, and now you have these new beginnings opening up for you. You're going to have some really amazing offers coming in. You're going to have opportunities that you never thought would be feasible, and here they are coming in for you. Then you have the world. There's going to be travel opportunities, moving around, foreign languages. A foreigner might come into your life. Wholeness, completion. You're going to start living the life that you deserve. And look at this, gold. And then you have grass is greener. The next best thing, never satisfied, serial dater. So that's coming to an end. You're not going to be running into the serial dater that, good Lord, the guy never settles down or she never settles down. That's passing because they are no longer going to be in your life because you are going on to better places. You are leaving it behind. You have put yourself first now. For the initial G, you are putting yourself first finally. You're not doing something for somebody else. You are no longer being the one going, oh, will they call me? Now they're saying, why aren't they around? Because you are moving on, because you've got new opportunities. You're going to be traveling the world. You're going to be meeting new people. You're going to be, your year is going to be on fire with fun, with choices, you're now going to be doing things that you haven't done before. It's almost like you open up your front door and you go, fresh air. And this is what you're going to do. So open up that door, even if you want your new life to start. Imagine that door in front of you. Open that door up and step through that door and say, I am ready to move forward. And that is for you for the initial G. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. There will be a group community reading after now for the initial H. For the initial H. This is for you for the initial H. Let's get this going here. Initial H. Here you go. So this is the Nine of Swords. This is worries, upset. You've been carrying this load and stress and anxiety. Holy, have you had the last years have been really, really difficult. It's almost like you just are just fed up. It's like you don't have anything left in you. and you had painful but necessary endings. Now remember, this isn't that. This is in the past. So, and you lost jobs or positions. You new be but a new opportunity is going to be opening up for you. You've had illnesses. It was almost like the energy that was around you was bringing in illnesses and always this anxiety, worry, keeping you up at night, not sleeping. Um, your diet wasn't, what you were eating wasn't even making you feel good. You were trying your hardest, but it was like you never got that opportunity to, kind of move forward. This was, despair and anxiety and, losing a job and, your health was really bad. Um, it was you had losses. You've been feeling very sorrowful, but that is over, and the stress and the anxiety and the nightmares and the sleeping, and it felt like you could never get ahead. But then along comes the King of Cups. Now this is your soulmate. This is your soul's passion. Now, whenever I get a court card. Some people read them as your guardian angel. Some people read them as um, your guides. But this is the King of Cups, and the King of Cups. Um, this is a water sign. So the water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So this could be that time of the year, or that could be it can indicate that time of the year, or it could be that type of person that coming into your life. And so this is how artistic and creative you are. This is bringing in passions. This is bringing in things that bring you in joy. This is so all of this is going to end, or it already has, and now you are starting to live in a very creative, passionate side of life. You're starting to do things that you really enjoy, and you are going to be successful at it. And it might feel like you are actually guided by your spirits, by your guides, your angels. You may be feeling that there's a higher power involved. So, absolutely. And then your warning is anger, bitterness, resentment, uh, not forgiving. And that is what you left behind. This was what was giving you grief, is because you had people that were angry and they were bitter and they were all around you, and it's like now is the time is to say nope, sorry, not putting up with that anymore. You deserve better. So for the initial H, you do deserve better. And then you get the saucer, and this is gossip, rumors, um, insincere friends, interference. Your secrets are not safe, so be very careful. That is what you are getting rid of. And the thing is because you are walking away, that's why they get bitter. You are now going to start leading this life. And so this is wow, this is like you may still be going through the thick of this. That you are, and this is what you're going to be releasing. So let's give you one more card, and then you get infinity. And this is eternal, limitless harmony and balance, kundalini energy, uh, dualism, and unity. So this is what you're going into. You are getting rid of this. So after February, okay, something in September is coming up for you. In September, you're going to say, I am finally here. Because you might have to go through a little bit more of this, and it may take you a bit to get the stickiness of the people that you're really, or the situation you're leaving behind. It may take you a bit to get through it before you can live this. So just remember, you're getting rid of it. So when you have bitterness and angry people around you, it's because they are wanting to hang on, because it's like the dance of anger, when if you don't react, they try one way, and if you're not in if you don't react that way, they'll try you on the side, they'll try in the back door, front door, there's windows, they'll try in any way that they can to try and get you to react. And when you don't react, that's when things start to change. So that is what you're doing. You are making those changes. So for the initial H, that is for you. You are going to be so joyous by the end of the year. You are going to have love, support, harmony, balance. You are in for a really changing year for you. So here we go for the initial I. And everybody, please don't forget to go to the end. I will have it all marked. Sorry, I have cards that are flipping up over place. Okay, oh, these are jumping out and they literally landed. So for the initial I, you have the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So the Wands, that's growth. That is, you have supports all around you, but you've been carrying a lot of the burden. Now is the time that you're going to be laying down. You've been the workaholic. You've been the one who's been carrying the burden, and everybody kind of goes, okay, well, you've got it. You're not complaining. So you've been the one carrying the burden, working hard and not saying a word about it. And everybody just looks at you and goes, oh, you got it. You're good. I don't need to step in. Look at they're not complaining. They would say something if they needed the help. And this is like you taking on too much because and you're thinking, well, nobody's doing it, so I better step up. So this is the time where you can now let you don't have to carry the burden. You can share it. So if there are people in your life that are not picking up their weight, it's kind of like if they're not picking up their socks, leave them. All you do is you just gather them and you put them at the front of their door and you let them trip over them and pick them up. You don't have to be looking after everybody else. And then you get the Queen, which is business success, and this is all about finding the people that are like-minded, finding your soul group, and getting into business with other women. So for the initial I, you may be doing also getting into things for women, with women. It could be women's rights, could be it could be a women's shelter. It could be, there might be great success there. Oh, and then we have the Heal. So yeah, tell me, is this not all about women, or about? Remember, this is trying to impress. It's the attraction, attractiveness, sexually empowered, wielding sexual attraction. So this is you being able to dress for success. Even this is all about when you get dressed up and you put on your best and you feel so good. This year is telling you, start making yourself stand out. It's okay. You don't have to be the workhorse in the sweats and the runners and carrying the load. Now is the time where you can now start dressing to the position that you want. Start doing what you want to do and start showing your feminine side. So for the initial I, if you have not been using your feminine side, it's telling you to start showing how gorgeous you are inside and out. Because beauty isn't just what you see on the outside, it is also what you see on the inside. So flaunt it if you have it, because now is the time. And then you have in it for the money, union of convenience, superficial love, transactional love. So make sure that if you are involved with somebody, that it isn't just about being in it for the money, or that they're not there with you just because you are convenient. So this is part of the burden of you having people that are around you that are just using you because you might have the money, you might have, you might be the one giving all the time, but they don't. And make sure that you're not getting, just because somebody looks attractive to you, make sure that they are bringing something to the table as well. This is a bit of a warning for 2026 after February 17th. This is just your warning, but it's time for you to shine and let others bring something to the table. This is just reiterating what it says with the 10 of Wands is stop carrying the burden for everybody else. Now is the time for you to step out, you to shine, you to be out there and being chased after. It's time for you to be the one that is, people want to be with because of what not just what you have to offer, but also what they can offer you. Make it a balance. So thank you very much for the initial I. That is for you. And so that was for I. Now we are going to go to the initial J. Don't forget there will be a collective reading at the end for everybody, for all initials. So for the initial J, what is for you? Initial J, what is for you for the initial J? Ooh, you have the Five of Swords. There is changes coming in, changes. So this is what no longer works for you. You are not going to be in the fight anymore. You are putting an end to that for sure. This is like hollow victory. So this could be you have a loss because of either theft, illicit dealings. Um, you know, it's frustrations as well, and difficult conversations. It's almost like you have that one person that just like you say white, they say black. It's the they have to always get the last word, and if you've been like that, and this is guilt, and this is or they've made you feel guilty, and that it's like now you're getting rid of that. You're getting rid of that life. You've decided that I am not going to go one more day with this. I am going to let it go. And this is what's in the past. It's just coming to pass. So you've already gone through the hard times with this. And it's almost like a broken relationship, and you just don't understand why. You don't know why they left, because there is something better for you. And so you thinking, oh, I want to be with this person, but they've left, and there was lies and slander and all the stuff that you let go, and you're like, why? Like, why would somebody treat me that way? So now we're going to bring in the other cards, and let's see what the year is bringing in for you, or what is, your warning. So you get the chair. So this is wait. This is taking no action. This is not the right time. Holding back and avoiding. So you're not going to engage into the fight. You're just going to wait it out. You're just going to let them show themselves the way they are. And then you're going to see the truth, because somebody is concealing their hidden feelings, suppressing, timid, secret admirer. So you're waiting it out, because the truth is somebody's mask is going to be coming off. And when you're making a move, it's careful strategy, in it to win it, and taking things seriously. So if you have things that are going to be going to court, that you are splitting, if you're splitting like your assets, and you're splitting with somebody, you're going to wait it out. You're going to be silent, and you're going to let them make the scene. Let them show their hand. You are going to be very strategic. Ooh, we have things just flying here. So this is nostalgia from the past. You've got the Two of Cups. These all came flying out, so they're coming out. And for all your hard work, so you have things from your past that are now going to, you're going to be seeing brighter days. You've really gone through the muck and mire. Now you're going to be coming in and having, you're going to be having new relationships, and it's going to be on solid ground. But let it come in. Don't rush into anything. And you are going to be known for your skill. So for the initial J, you have, you're going through the muck and mire, but you are very strategic. And I love this what's happening, because you are seeing what is written on the wall. And now you are strategically making your move. People will be coming to you because of your skill. So if you're breaking up a business business contract or partnership, but people are going to know that you were the one who was actually skilled at what it is. So you will have people coming to you, and this is also telling you to keep going and learning, and still really get to know your skill well, inside and out. And this could be your past dreams that you had. Now they're going to start coming alive, because you're going to revisit them. What is it that I really wanted when I was so much younger? Or what was the initial dream? And you're going to start honing in on it, and you are going to get those contracts. You're going to get those people around you that support you and love you. It's going to be a different year, by the end of the year at 2026, you are going to be seeing better things are here for you, and you are letting go of everything that was difficult. So for the initial J, that is for you. You have the end of the year. That was I please put in comments. Let me know how your year goes. Let me know if that comes to fruition, because that is amazing for your year, how it's going to end. Now for the initial K. And everybody, please don't forget there will be a community reading at the end, and it will all be time stamped. So for the initial K, this one flipped. So right away, you get the 9 of coins. The 9 of coins, this is your wishes coming true. This is, if you wanted that promotion, you've got it. This is, if you see, she's got the hawk, and that's a bird of prey. And you know, when, I can't remember what they're called. If anybody knows what it's called when somebody trains the hawks and the falcons, etc. This is self-sufficiency. This is you being able to, you're secure on a solid foundation. This year, you know, it's all about your career, and you might be making your career into, or your hobby into, a career. You might actually take what you are skilled at, and you are going to start doing things that you really love. And you know, you might be surprised of actually it comes to being very financially satisfying. You know, it's almost like you plant your seeds and the garden grows like crazy. And it's occupations that can include the earth. So you might, you know, you might be working at a golf course that, you know, you're going to be known for, you know, being able to have the best golf course grass. Or you might, the gardens, you might decide to take landscaping on the side and do your yard, and next thing you know, all the neighbors are asking to hire you because you did such an amazing job. Your health is improving this year. You know, and this is also indicates pregnancy, by the way. So if you are looking at getting pregnant this year for the initial K, this may be the year that you actually get pregnant. But this is you being self-reliant and reaping the rewards of all your previous plans that you had, that you are now at success. So let's see what kind of warnings you have and what good things are coming. So let's see. Whoa. Too many. We can't take all those. So let's see what we have. So you have the closeness, the intimacy, belonging, mutual feelings. So this year you are going to be opening up to new relationships. And then you have glow up, your self-love, a new you, a big positive change. I love these cards for you. I have not seen this card yet from this deck. This deck is new to me. You have a beautiful year ahead coming up. You know, it's almost like you're reaping as you have sown. Then you have the star, hope, healing, inspiration, dreams fulfilled. I have to say, this is one of the best out of all the initials. I don't have the initial K, unfortunately, because I would take this reading in a heartbeat. So this year, you are going to be healing. You're going to have inspiration and dreams fulfilled. And you've got the love. You are going to be glowing up this year. You are going to be doing things you love. For the initial K, what an amazing year you have ahead. Please, in comments, let me know how this fares for you, if this resonates, you know, is this coming to fruition for you? So thank you for the initial K. So let's find the initial L. Where is the initial L? There we go. So for the initial L, what do you have in store for this year? What is coming to fruition? Here we go. So you have the 5 of Cups. So you have given up things that you didn't really want to give up. Now, right away, what came in, they're saying that you gave up a home. You had a home that you did not want to give up for the initial L. You were there, you were happy, and it just broke your heart having to give up that home. Or somebody has left you and you are feeling that love lost. You're feeling, you know, but this year is the year of changes, because you're looking at the floor, you're not looking up to see what you do have. And there are opportunities coming your way. You just don't see it yet. So with the 5 of Cups, this is mourning things that, you know, but it was time for it to leave, and it was time for it to go. It wasn't the time to hang on any longer. It is, and then you get, wow. I love this. Look at this card. Look at the puppy. This is loyalty and support. This is deep friendship, reliability, trustworthy, and companion. So you have somebody coming into your life. You're getting rid of the old, what no longer serves you, because you've got this beautiful, loyal puppy coming in for you. For the initial L, you've got some love that's coming in. You've got friends that you're going to have some amazing new friends coming into your life. And the cage. The cage is giving you feeling trapped, desiring freedom, unhealthy inner life, oppressive environment. This is you here. You've gone inside and you're looking at, there isn't anything more for you. You are breaking out of this cage. You are now going to be going where you have loyal support, love, people that care about you. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my water. You are getting that support that you've been waiting for a very long time for, and you can let go of this repressive lifestyle. If somebody's keeping you in a position where you don't want to be, let it go, move on, because there are better shores for you. There's going to be better people around you. So for the initial L, that is for you. So now we are going to go to M for the initial M. So that was L, M. So for the initial M, so this could be for Mary, Marie, which is one of my initials. So let's see, anybody with the initial M, which could be Murphy, could be Morrison, any of the names starting with the letter M. Morris, Michael, and you get the King of Cups. Now this is emotions. This is spirit guides coming in. This is you starting to live the emotional life that you've been told, oh, you can't be being so open with your emotions. Yeah, you can. You have artistic and creative ideas are going to be coming to life, especially when applied to your business and your career. So this is, you might be looking for your spirit guide, and especially when the King of Cups comes in, this could be Archangel Michael coming in to your life stronger. You may be getting more messages. You might be asking for more protection from Archangel Michael. So let's see what is going on with the other cards. First, we are going to give this one. So this is telling you to keep following your creative side, keep opening up to the creativity. This is love. This is true love coming in as well. And then you have epiphany. You have revelation. You have enlightenment. Answered questions. So this might be, that eureka moment. I have an idea and I'm going to follow through with it. Or it might be that the light comes on and that your spirit guides, because if you look, this is lit right up his crown chakra. And look where the cup is, at the heart and throat. So this is communications as well with the King of Cups, and that is, here we go, and then fangs. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. This is energy sucking, emotionally draining, shadow self, negative people, environment. So you may be having people around you that are energy suckers, people that are, emotionally draining you, and they bring out the shadow side of you. And, the negative people in the environment. So now you're going to start changing it. You're not going to be staying there. You're going to be letting things go. And then this is, clinging, desperation, infatuation, obsessing, completely hooked, holding on too tightly. So if you have somebody in your life that is like that, let them go. Clear the air, get them out. And then 3 people. So this is a third party, love triangle, outside interference, external factors. So let your guides and angels show you, because with this is, Could be somebody, you know, trying to always get in the way of what you're doing, or always trying to break up. You know, you're happy, you're content, but they, nope, you've got that one person, and it is saying, let them go, because they are draining you. They are clinging. They're people that are clinging to you, and they're, you know, it's almost like every time that you start stepping away, somehow they step back into your life. You're going to say, no, sorry, and you're just not going to engage with them anymore, because you know that they are that outside interference. There's that external factor. It's that third party, always, you know, creating havoc. And you know, really, what they are is they're energy sucking, emotionally draining people. And those negative people environment, you have to let it go. And they'll get the hint when you stop chatting with them, because you know, it's going to, you're almost going to come to the realization, oh, I know who they are. And you know, it might be, you know, they might show up as like they're your best friend or something, but every time you leave them, after you've spent time with them, you're drained. You feel really bad about yourself. Those people you're going to be getting, because that's the epiphany, that's that revelation, that's that enlightenment, that's the answer to, like, oh, I know who that is. And and those are the people that you're getting rid of this year, and it's for the better for you. And listen to your guides, listen to an Archangel Michael coming in to protect you from those people and from that energy. And you can, you know, and you give gratitude, and you know, just don't be really forceful. And but if you are, you know, draining other people's energy, or if you're being that type of person, you can maybe start changing your ways as well, going, maybe I shouldn't be like that. And this is kind of that shadow side of you. So if you have that kind of dark shadow side, time for you to be looking at it and releasing that as well. So for the initial M, that was for you. Now let's go for the initial N. N. Where is the initial N? Here we go. Now for the initial N, I think it goes that way. There we go. So here we go for the initial N. For the initial N. Okay, you want it to come out. So you are now going towards enlightenment into your, you know, you're no longer going to be that puppet of people, and you are going to start putting yourself first. And this is you having the money put aside. So either you were always giving and helping other people, so the initial N, you are no longer doing that. You are going to now start asking for help. You are no longer going to be somebody else's puppet, or, you know, trying to balance things anymore, because you have been slowly putting money away. And if you haven't already, you will be, because now you're starting to get, you're asking for help. You're no longer doing it all on your own. You might find that there's resources in your community that will open up once you just ask, hey, does anybody know anything about this? Is there anywhere where we, you know, I can find, you know, maybe that there's something for your kids, that there might be free sports, or there might be free summer camp coming up. You know, asking, you might find out that there's other resources helping you. Then with the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, you know, that's balancing things that, you know, it's almost like you have money for one bill, but not the other. So then you kind of take money, you pay this bill, but then you go and borrow money and you pay that bill. And it's kind of going back and forth, back and forth. So that, but now it's going to be balancing out, and then you're going to get the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is all about now bringing things to being successful. This is all about you being able to, you know, it's that slow movement, but this is, you know, family security, wealth, stability, because now you're asking for help, and you're no longer trying to balance on your own. You are going to find out that there are resources available for you. And this is, you know, you might also get money from family or family business, inheritance. Somebody's coming in with practical assistance for you. And your home is going to be secure. And if you've been looking for a home, this is the year that you find that place. And where you can say, yeah, I'm here, I'm secure, and it's solid. And it might be a purchase of a new home. It's health, it's wealth, this is happiness. So, you know, you've gone through all of this strife. Now you're going to where it's really, it's security and happiness, and your goals are being reached and achieved. So for the initial N, that is really, really lovely. Then you have the tree, and these cards do not read upside down. So the tree, it's grounded, It's your legacy, it's nature, and it's life and growth. And that goes with the Ten of Pentacles. These are very similar cards. The Ten of Pentacles is all about grounded. It's Pentacles are the earth signs, and what is more earthy than a tree? And it's all about that slow growth. So you've been saving, or you've been, and it's a legacy. It's not going away anytime soon. Like if you, when you buy a home, that is a home for where your children grow, or where your life, where you have grown your life, and where your legacy lives. And then you have the wishful thinking, deepest desires, wish comes true, power to manifest. So this is where it is all going. So finally this year, starting February 17th, 2026, now this is starting to come to fruition. Now your wishes are coming true. This is the year finally. The eclipse and the fire horse, it's just urging you to go forward. And that is what you're doing. So for the initial N, there you go. That is a beautiful read. It looked like, you weren't going for, it looked kind of hopeless, but it wasn't actually. Now for the initial O. So Oscar, Oliver, this is for you. So here we go. For the initial O, energy for initial O. Here we go. The energy for the initial O for the year. So, you've got opportunities coming all over the place. And if you look, if the light's coming this way, but then it grows to the 9. So this means, opportunities. So pick your opportunities. Don't keep picking over like too much, because then you're going to feel that you are overburdened. So because there's going to be so many opportunities coming your way, pick which one you want. Because if you take them all, you're going to be overburdened. But just keep going, because you will achieve, you will succeed, you will get there. But these opportunities, they are going to be coming from everywhere. You're going to be getting offers. So do you want the one that's just going to give you all the money, but not the freedom that you're allowed to have? Or are you going to take the opportunities that, it'll give you this, but it won't give you that? So this is telling you to pick the opportunity that is going to give you the best of everything. You may have to compromise here and there, but if you just keep going and just persevere, just think it through, and it will come your way. And just be choosy about the opportunities. Just because you get 10 opportunities doesn't mean that you have to take all 10. Take the best one, and you can leave the rest for somebody else. Then you have a love offer, sincere intentions, solid beginnings, romantic new chapter. For initial O, you've got new love coming in this year. And it could be also what you love to do, what creative ideas, there's going to be opportunities coming for you, absolutely, and you are going to have a lot. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, growth, love, home, health, business. You've got it. It's almost like everything you touch has actually got the Midas touch, and you can make things grow. Then you have soda, and this is seeking more excitement, thirsty for something, feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Get your energy levels back. So this year, you're going to be getting your energy levels back. You're going to start, it's kind of like once you open up that bottle, the bubbles start going crazy, and it's like that energy. You are no longer going to be feeling depleted anymore. So for the initial O, your year ahead is full of energy, opportunities. Let me know how it works out for you. Now for the initial P. Here we go. I'm very curious for everybody, put in the comments how this year fares for you after February 17th. How much are you getting a push to move forward? How much are you getting that, your year's on fire, because it's a fire horse, and, fire moves fast. So this year is going to be moving fast for everybody. You're going to be saying, where did the year go? So here we go. For the initial P, you too have the Three of Swords, and this is depleted. This is, do I have anything more to give? It's the anxiety, it's the worry, that is gone. That's past. you're in, like, you are no longer holding that any longer. You're saying, nope, I'm not taking this forward. I am going to get rid of it. And then you have the glow up. You're going to have self-love, a new you, a big positive change. You are leaving this behind. You are not taking the anxiety. This year is when you say, no, I'm walking through that door. I'm leaving this strife behind, and I'm going to go do things for me. This means putting your health back into shape. This is you. If you put yourself first in your health, you'll be uh, getting toned, losing the weight. If you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking to get your health better, you are going to be glowing. You're going to be choosing foods that make you feel, give you vitality. You're going to be surrounding yourself with people that bring in this love, this joy, and the people that see the beauty within you, people that are going to be wanting to be around you because of they see the true beauty who you are and what and you'll just be having helpful people around you. And it's like you closed this door and you went into this and you're like, wow, how did that happen? And don't go back. And this is what this is connected to, is the tea, the gossip, the rumors, the inside information, oh, did you hear about so and so? Did but because it's when you start going, and this is the thing too, is that when you start doing this, when you start glowing, when you are giving yourself the self-love that you have forgotten to do, and now when you start doing that, people are going to be talking, did you see her or him? Oh my gosh, look how good they look. What's happening? And then of course you always get those people that they're just going to say crap because it's like they don't know what happened, and you are just going to go, because I decided to love myself and put myself first. So for the initial P, that is for you. I wish you all the best. Please let me know in comments how this year unfolds for you, this all interacted, if you claim this as yours. So thank you, the initial P. Now we are going on to the initial Q. So for the initial Q, okay, these two just absolutely flung right out. They flipped right over right away. So this is good news coming in. This is the Page of Wands. It's good news about a job. It's good news about um, what you've been waiting for. And then you have Justice. So either karma is coming in for some, but justice, when justice comes in, that means that if you have been being equal, level, if you've been kind to others. Justice, this is logical choice, fair decisions. If you are in a legal battle, you are going to get news. You're going to get good news. It will be in your favor. You may have to give back some, or you compromise. You might have to, not settle on it, absolutely everything that you want, but it will be fair to you and it will be good news for you. So for the initial Q, this is what's happening for you. So if you're going to be in court this year, if you are going to, you've got a court case, and it might be that it's from past business, whatever, and maybe some people said, oh, you won't be able to, you won't get anything out of it. It will end up in your favor. It's a legal decision in your favor. It's kind of a mind over matter as well. It's positive affirmations, and you're going to have relationships on openness and honesty. You're going to be bringing in, justice. Like it's equal. It's what you put out, you'll be getting back in. So, and this is also, in weighing out the pros and cons, because if you look, it's the two, and this is also the Libra card. This is the, balance and relationships and everything around you. So if you've been treating people fairly, you will also be getting treated fairly. Then you have the heart, so emotions, focused on love, heart's calling, affairs of the heart. So this could be waiting for love to come in, or doing what you love, doing the things that you love, and all for you. And this is now, but this is all about relationships, and relationships being, you're going to be getting good news. Then you have boundaries. So making sure you set your boundaries if you're starting in a new relationship. Don't jump. Let it unfold. follow that path, but it's going into darker skies there, but you're also going to the seashore and drawing the line. Fed up, final straw, and this might be what brought you to this legal battle. And now it's coming to an end. Something must change, and that's the thing. This is where it is now going to come in your favor. You're making those changes because you're not going to settle. You want love. You want to be in a headspace where you feel safe, secure, and loved. And that is what is coming in because you have the good news card. You have the opportunities coming your way. Things are also starting new. And also, you're going to be getting more communications that you hadn't expected to be getting. So, people, once you make an end to the line that you draw in the sand and put in your boundaries, then you're going to hear more communication of things going in your way, going better for you. So, for the initial Q, that was for you. Thank you for watching. Now we have for the initial R. So let's just take these down. I don't want them to be mixed up with the initial R because it is so for the initial R. Here we go. For the initial R. Ooh. Okay, well, you have two cards coming out. So you have the looking at things that you've lost, or you're feeling that things have left you. You're not. Maybe things have changed in your work that you feel like you're at a loss with it because you're not. You don't have the same thing going on that you once did, and it's not making any sense. This is you're kind of mourning. There's a loss. You're feeling that there might be some financial affairs like you might have looked over that but new opportunities are coming in. If you look, there's two there. This is also if you're feeling a little sad or whatever, let the tears go because there are better things coming. You've got the Four of Pentacles. So, and this is all about, the business and, will there be enough financial, and this is, don't be mourning and crying over stuff that, you can't bring back, thinking that, oh, it's all lost, but it's not. You have opportunities, you have new things coming. You have, you have a relationship, you have people around you that love you. And this, hanging on to, want to make sure that the finances are good and safe. And it is there. You've got the world, the money's there. You've got, you can travel, you can do the things that you want to do. It's, but if you hold on too tight, it might get a little bit claustrophobic. So, just don't be looking at the negative side of things. So this is changing for you for 2026 after February 17th. Things will be changing that you are going to be looking at things a little bit happier, a little bit joyful. This is a shield. You are guarded, defensive. You are resilient, and you're feeling vulnerable. And this is all about this card, and you're feeling like you're tight in. You are going to release this year. And then you have four cards. We will give that all to you because they all came flying out. So usually I don't when there's this many, but so you're making a move. You're careful, strategic. I can't. Careful strategy. You're in it to win it, and you're taking things seriously. So you're taking things seriously. You're planning ahead. You want to make sure that you're shielding yourself, that you're not going to be left vulnerable. And you're concealing your hidden feelings. Suppressing. You're timid, and and you also have a secret admirer, or you admire others for what they do, and you're rekindling the spark. You're reconciling, you're making amends, and you're getting a second chance. So you're giving things a second chance. You're making the efforts, and this will open things up for you. And then you have distance, separation, needing space, avoiding, pushing away. If you've been doing this, now it might be the time that you reconcile and you start to bring back that relationship, bring back those that you love, and they will meet you on that road and be happy to be with you. So, if you've been feeling that you have, you've gone within, it's time for you to come out. It's time for you to open up and see the joy and the love that you have. So for the initial R, that is for you. So there we go. For the initial R, that is for you. So, don't forget to, you have to put yourself first, and remember that you are loved, and you might be overlooking that you are. So now let's go for the initial S. Okay, let's go for the initial S. I'm just getting the letters ready. All right, so for the initial the initial S. I'm just going to put those over there. Oh, okay, so first off, you get the King of Wands. King of Wands, you've got some business opportunities. You've got your business guide. You've got your business angel with you. You've got your the King of Wands also represents business connections, business success, and growth. And if you have ideas for business, go for it. This is saying your guides, your angels, are opening the doors for you for that business success. So for the initial S, it's going to be a good year for your business. Then you have the Ring, and this is marital union, eternal love, long-term commitment, meeting a perfect partner. This is, you've got the partner, you've got the business. This is looking really, really good for you. So let's see what is coming up for the initial S. Then you get bad news, communication issues, sending wrong message, negative outcome. So when everything is going really well for you, you always have that little trip up of, and what I'm getting with this one is that the bad news, is this that you are giving yourself the bad news, or let's get a little bit of clarity on that bad news. What is this about? And it is emptiness, prolonged grief, suffering a loss, deeply affected. Have you lost somebody and now they are gone, and you are feeling, that you are alone, the emptiness. But then you come up with an epiphany, a revelation, enlightenment, answered questions. So, you have the business success in the union, and then bad news coming in communication and issues. So are you, with your communications, are you clear with your communications? And then you have where you've got a bit of anxiety, etc. You are releasing this year. You are not bringing it in because you've got a good solid foundation. You are going to be working on the emotional stuff this year, and you are not going to be carrying this stuff any longer. You are going to have that epiphany. You are going to have that revelation. You are going to have that enlightenment that, you have these really good things. The bad news, are you talking yourself into bad news and feeling the emptiness and the prolonged grief? Have you put yourself there? And you are no longer going to be living in that grief and that sadness. You are letting that go. You are exhausted of carrying that. Now you are going to let it go. So for the initial S, that is for you. You are going to be releasing a lot of the darkness that you've been carrying for a lot of years. Now is the time for you to be opening up, because you do have good things. You have business success. You have the union. You've got a lot going for you. Now for the initial T. For the initial T, you have the Tower and you have the Moon. Okay, well, you have some things that are going to be kicked up a notch in your life. You are going to have sudden changes. You are getting rid of what doesn't work. You're going to kick back what doesn't work for you. Things are going to end, things are going to crumble, but because you're going to be on more of a solid foundation. Then for the Moon card is that is psychic impressions, emotions. You can see both sides of the lightness and the darkness. Like in the darkness, you can see. This will be also talking with spirit. This is Mother. Also, this is where are things kind of shattering in your life? Because this year you're making changes that are for your better, because you know that there's going to be enlightenment in the darkness. And then you get the headphones, which is you've got to cut out distractions, and you need to listen. And you need some time out from the world, and music helps heal. So as you're going through this cleaning, it's kind of like, well, I'm going to go fix the windows. I'm going to go fix the, things that are broken. And you're going to start illuminating. You're going to start realizing what you need to cut out for the distractions. Now it's the time for you to find, a clear path. And you've got healing, and you are purging, and that's the Tower. You're purging and you're clearing, and you've got self-growth coming this year, and self-care and self-focused. So you are going to be going within. You are going into the deep recesses, and you are going to be coming out with this clarity. See how the light goes right up through, and you are going to have more communication with spirit this year. And there is deep healing for you for the initial T. Looking forward to what comes out for you. There we go. So that is for T. Now we are going to go with the initial U. For the initial U, what do we have for you? So for the initial U, what do we have for you? We have the Knight of Coins. So the Knights are slower paced. This Knight is, because it's the grounding. It's the Earth Knight. The Earth, such as Capricorn, Taurus, and I can't remember the other Earth zodiac sign, Sagittarius. So, no, not Sagittarius. I can't remember. Anyways, so this is slow movement. This is like planning ahead. This is slow but sure progress. It's you keep going one step at a time. You're going to be, for the year, you're going to be pushed ahead. It's you may be you like things to go slow, but this year is going to be pushing you a little bit faster. And then you get the Camera, which is past memories. It's feeling nostalgic. It's past people, events. You're going to be focusing on the future now. It's time for you to stop living in the past, and now you're going to be going for future. So now you're going to be moving ahead and planning ahead. And this is also you planning for your retirement, or for where do you want to go? Where do you want to be in 2 years? Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And you starting to work and look forward to the future. And then you have legal matters, court, contracts, marriage, divorce, child support. So this might be the year that you go, you know what, I'm looking forward. I want to get married. I want to start doing things. I want to do it legally. I want to be, go and I want to be married legally. I want to, or you may even be going into the business of, working for courts, or getting called for jury duty is what I just heard. It was like jury duty. So that might be, you might be on being asked to do your duty as a juror, and it might be something very interesting, and it might compel you to go into a new business of some sort. So for the initial U, that is for you. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening. And now we are going to do the initial V. Sorry, everybody. So, and don't forget, at the end, I will have a collective for every initial. So for the initial V4, going forward from February 17th, going forward, what do we have for you? We have the Hierophant. This is harmony. This is peace. This is balance. This is marriage. This is orthodox learning, higher education. This is church. This is the old ways of doing things. This is traditions. This is you holding up tradition, but you have harmony, peace, joy in your life. And then you have leadership, and this is the Hierophant as well. Leadership, divine masculine. This is the boss. This is stable riches, successful man. This is, you are going to be successful this year because you have brought harmony and you have stuck to your traditions and you've stuck to the rules and the higher education. So you might even be, look at that, you've got the crown again. You are going to be promoted into a position of power. You might even be graduating from university. This is success and victory and power and authority and material gain and ruling your world. Can you believe it? And V is for victory. So you are bringing in harmony, balance. This is even governments. You may decide to run for office. And not kidding, this could be that you run for office and you could actually become the president of the United States or the leader of your country or the leader of whatever position you want to go for. This is saying that you have the higher power to do so, and then you have the crown. So whatever you want, whatever promotion you want, for the initial V, you are getting it. The crown is yours, not only once, but you have it twice. And look at this. This is higher connections. So this is also connection with spirit, with God, with universe, however, the divine source. You are divinely connected. So with the initial V, I can't wait to hear what happens for you this year. Please let me know once that fire horse and the eclipse happens. It is going to be on fire for you, and it is going to go like wildfire. W. So for the initial W, this is for you. Ooh, so right away, you've got the Knight of Coins as well. So the Knight of Coins is once again that slow movement. Oh. And then you have the Hierophant. So if you've been going to university, if you've been studying, if you've been going slow but sure pace, this is the year that you are going to graduate. This is the year that you are going to be in control. This is the year where you're going to get promotion. This is the year where your hard work is now going to be paying off. This is the year where you are going to be celebrated. And then you have Sucker for Love, easily deceived, ignoring red flags, enjoying the idea of love. So this is telling you, don't jump into anything this year. Absolutely not. Make sure that you look for the red flags. Don't just go, oh my gosh, they seem to really like me. They give me their attention when they're with me, but what are they doing when they're not? So this is saying that, just make sure that you check everything over. Don't jump in real fast. It's telling you to go slow and methodical and just really take your time and enjoy the while you're on the journey. And then, oh my gosh, with the Hierophant and with the Rosary, this is very spiritually connected. So this is religious factors, spiritual path, sacrifice, mortality, and ethics. So are you on the path to become a pastor? Are you on the path to become a religious leader? Are you looking at, saying your vows and becoming a monk? Are you, but make sure that you think it through very clearly before you jump into it. And you might be getting that push. The year of the fire horse is really push, push, push. Fire, fire, fire. That means you're hot. It's going fast and furious. So make sure, just don't, watch the red flags. Are you looking at things properly? What are you being blindsided to? Weigh all the pros and cons first. But I do see that you are going towards following your religious beliefs. Are you making a vow of, are you making vows that you can keep, that are not going to be a struggle for you? Like, really look at where you are taking yourself. Or you may be talking to God, or you are so connected with the higher power that you are, it's almost like you've got the direct line to God. So, and watch, make sure that if you are following somebody who is religious and is, might be giving you messages from God, make sure that they are who they are. Because with this is telling me that you may be getting deceived and fooled. So please make sure that you just double check. So for the initial W, that is for you. That was a bit of a warning. Just watch who you give your 100% of yourself. So now so that was for the initial W. Now for the initial X. For the initial X, ooh, there we go. And you have the High Priestess. This is you in your glory. You are the High Priestess. This is the intuitive, psychic. You can see on both sides. You know, you have your intuition, your inner knowing. This is, you are strong. You are, people will be coming to you for the messages. You are the one who can see behind the veil. You are the High Priestess. You are on your throne and you are listening to what Spirit has to say. And this is saving money, being frugal, reservation, or and saving something for later. You'll be starting to get inklings, initial, you'll be getting the messages that, you've got to start on. And then this is hopeful, optimistic, inspired, clear head space. So this is you getting your spirit. You are going to be getting more spiritual information, more spiritual messages. Your intuition is going to be on fire this year. It's the, it could be a career in metaphysical interests. It could be trust your intuition, especially when you're investing, because you are going to have a clear head. You will know which way you want to go. This is good health due to balance of your body. So you will know what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating, what you should ingest, what you shouldn't ingest. And relationships are going to be strong and supportive, and you'll know who you feel comfortable with, and it's like your intuitive ability and psychic powers are going to be on fire this year, and you're going to have really good balance. There's going to be such clearness this year for you with your intuition. So for the letter X, that is for you. Now let's go to Y, the initial Y. They are saying, let's get these out, these messages. So, and we've gone through the pile of initials. So now you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is, okay, wants to go that way. All right, I'll do what it's telling me to. So the Page of Pentacles is starting new things, businesses coming in. If you look, this is springtime. So something in the spring will be happening. We're just coming to the end of winter. So, this is the fire horse, the eclipse year coming. So starting February 17th, 2026, there's going to be news coming in. There's going to be new opportunities coming in. There is going to be new growth. You're going to be opening up. Then you have the wheel. And the wheel is sorry, excuse me. It's destiny, it's fortune, it's good luck. Things are going to be spinning in your direction. You have the new opportunities coming in, business, love, health. Everything is going to be changing for you. If you've been waiting, this is your year. This is where it comes in. But make sure that you have integrity. Make sure that you are walking, the line of integrity, because you are going to have offers coming in. You are going to be healing. And, this is, you're going to be purging and clearing and self-growth and self-care, and you're going to be self-focused. You're going to be focused on yourself. This time you are not going to put others first. This is when you take the year for you and you getting, what you want. Then you have, oh, ha-cha-cha. You got a sexual encounter, sexual chemistry, lustful desires, sexually compatible. So if you're waiting to meet that love of your life that you are connected to, this is about you healing and purging what no and clearing things, because you are getting that love that, where it's that intimate with that really special person, and they're just as intimate with you, and they are not. This is your soul. This is your soul is coming out this year, and things will be going your way because you've worked on yourself and you have decided, I'm bringing in this spring I am bringing this all together for me. So this is for the initial why. You are going to be in living your passion. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to go? This is 100%. You are going to be finally, this is yours. In the spring, you are going to know you have done healing. You have done everything. You are going to be living your life of passion. And if you are in a loving relationship right now, that relationship is going to be even more so on fire this year. It is where you two are living the life you've wanted, and it's almost like we've worked so hard, we're here, and it is going to be showing itself in spring. So this year for you is going to finally be going in your way. It's no longer about everyone else. It's about you, it's your passion, it's your joy, it's your healing. You have healed. Finally, you have healed. And now it is your time. So for the initial why, that is for you. I love that for you. That is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Now we are going to go with the initial Z or Z, however you want to put it. Z, Z, however you want to pronounce it. So for the initial Z, Z, this is for you. And don't forget, we are having a community reading at the very end for everybody. So for the last initial Z, you have the 9 of coins, the 9 of pentacles. The 9 is a very prosperous, this is your self-sufficiently contentment. This is your feeling secure on a solid foundation. Your career, your hobbies, gardening, because of the coin being a earth sign. This is, good health, stamina, pregnancy as well. So if you want to get pregnant, this is your year for you. And it's going to happen fast, by the way. So if you want to get pregnant, this is the year, and it is going to be very close to the eclipse where new things are going to start happening. You're going to be reaping the rewards after hard work. And enjoy this time because, this is success. This is your time for success. So enjoy it. You've struggled for a lot of years. It's finally coming in your way, and then it's lightning. It's sudden events, unpredictable swiftness, shocking events. So it might be you might hear see this video today, and next thing you know, you find out you're pregnant like tomorrow, and you're like, what the heck? Or something came your way. All of a sudden, you get that good news. Your idea has now started to take off. And then you get hopeful, optimistic, inspired, clear headspace. So this year is going to be your year of, you are going to be celebrating you. You're going to be, there is no longer that fog anymore. You know which direction you are going to go into, and you know where you want to go, and you are going to embrace it. So for the initial Z, you have a really great year ahead. So now we are going to do from A to Z. So A to Z, we are going to do the collective read, and I'm going to be doing the Oracle 8. So this is the dice. So it is 1, 8, 7. So 187. So the reading for 187, I'm just going through the scroll, and 187 is loss in your business. So between the initials A to Z, if you have a loss in your business for 2026 after the fire horse, the reason why you have that loss is because something better is coming your way. So don't forget. So 187 is a loss in your business. So that is telling you that if you have that loss because something better is coming. So it might be that it's time that you look for new opportunities, because remember, it's that clear-headed vision of, or that you decide, no, I'm going to let that business go because that because then now you have the three of the Empress. And the Empress is it's fertility, it's growth, it's creativity. Your old business that you will have a loss that you are going to walk away from, because there's new opportunities coming, new birth, and there's going to be pregnancies this year. This is there's going to be growth and creativity, and there's going to be people starting to live in their passions. They're no longer going to stay in those corporate jobs where they hate it. They're going to change it. They're saying, you know what, I have to change. I can't stay where I'm at. So for everybody, thank you for watching. Please put in the comments. Yes, I know some initials didn't get the best of news, but it's also just giving you caution. And also, if you're getting that caution, what are you doing to make things work for you? So for everybody, thank you once again. Don't forget to put in comments, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to hear more, or the next time, because I put out the monthlies. So thank you everybody for watching, and hope to see you again. Thanks.